couldn't hear what you said.
50 and under. Yeah, it's the younger crowd. Yep. A man who's accused of shooting at a woman who flipped him off on I-75 has been charged with 3 counts of assault with a dangerous weapon. This happened last Friday afternoon. Police say this 27-year-old man was dating the victim, and before he tried to pass her on I-75, this was right near East Holly Road. He was passing her, and she flipped him off, so he pulled a gun and shot at her. Thankfully, he missed her passengers, and her vehicle, so nobody was injured at all, but what? Wild.
You see the video of the fire truck over the gas station yesterday? Detroit. Oh my God! It's
Is it? I have to check that out. Just a big explosion.
What's up, everybody? Nick Costos here, the Bet River Sports Betting Minute, brought to you by Bet River Sportsbook, Detroit's hometown sportsbook. Coming up this weekend in the big tournament, Baylor's a 5-point favorite against Houston, total 134.5. Houston plus 185 on the money line. Baylor's been awesome all season long. Baylor and Gonzaga talked about as the 2 best teams in the country, but don't sleep on Houston here. Houston has the in-game coaching advantage. Houston is a great rebounding team and an excellent defensive team. And if Baylor's 3-pointers are not falling, it's going to be difficult for Baylor to win this game by more than 2 possessions. So the initial lead here is Houston to fall inside the number. Give Houston a look on the money line as well as you do your handicapping for this game. Houston plus 5 looks like a decent look for Saturday. That's it for this Bet River Sports Betting Minute, brought to you by Bet River Sportsbook, Detroit's hometown sportsbook. Check out the latest lines today at BetRivers.com. I'm Nick Costos. Keep it locked here for more throughout the day. Must be 21, playable in Michigan. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. Whether you're buying your first home, upgrading, downsizing, or looking for an investment property, Hall Financial will put you in the best financial position possible. We'll get you pre-approved same day, giving you the confidence to take on the housing market and win. We're going to connect you with a top realtor in your area. Visit DavidHallMortgage.com and let us give you the 5-star service you deserve. That's DavidHallMortgage.com.
Hall Financial, NMLS ID 1467435, Equal Housing Lender.
Even if you've already been vaccinated, continue to protect your community and mask up Michigan. Learn more at michigan.gov/coronavirus.
Hey, it's Eli Erskovich with the BetQL Tournament Timeout, brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks. The college basketball tournament semifinals are set, so let's go through the latest title odds. Gonzaga is the odds-on favorite at -225, followed by Baylor at +375. Then it's Houston at +600, and UCLA is 25-1. If you're looking for some value, there's none left with Gonzaga, since it's not a plus money bet. I'd look towards Baylor at +375 instead. Baylor matches up well against Houston in the semifinals, with an elite defensive guard that can slow down Houston's backcourt. If Baylor is able to push the tempo and create 3-point looks in transition, it shouldn't have an issue beating Houston and advancing to the title game. If that happens, you're walking into Monday with a +375 ticket and an opportunity to either hedge on Gonzaga or just let your Baylor bet ride. This BetQL Tournament Timeout is brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks. Download the app and sign up today. Must be 21 years or older. Michigan only. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help. Excludes Michigan disassociated persons.
This hour of instant feedback brought to you by Mike Capura of National Benefit Plans. For affordable life insurance, call 877-734-2200.
Better bets, bet smarter, and beat the books today. Download the BetQL app today to better your chances. Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio, here's Stoney and Jansen.
97.1 the ticket. It is opening day, Comerica Park. And we remember when Comerica Park first opened. It was a day like this. Only it snowed a little bit more back in 2000. And it was brutal. It was brutal.
Yeah, 20 will be the 20th opening day.
Yes.
Because there was no one last year.
There was an opening day last
Well,
year.
there was, but we couldn't.
Right.
You can't go this year.
Well, we could.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
There was a season last year they played at home at some point.
That's
The
right.
thing
Yeah,
was
that was
their first game.
Yes, exactly. See, I forgot about it. I still thought, oh my God, the season never happened last year. Well,
Yes.
for the Tigers, a lot of people who wish the season never happened. Look, this is year number 80,000 of the rebuild. We have a new manager, and we'll hear from him at 7:50. AJ Hinch. I think there's a little bit of optimism for the first time, and I'm only seeing the optimism though as far as we want to see young players develop. I don't think there's anybody who believes that this team will even approach 500. And our telephone number is 248-539-90. 248-539-9797. Is there something you as a Tiger fan or a baseball fan want to see more than anything else this baseball season? For me, personally, I don't know, because I'm a historical guy when it comes to baseball. I would really love to see Miggy get 500 and 3,000 in the same season. It's possible it could happen in the same game. How cool would that be if this 3,000 hit with his 500th home run?
That would be awesome.
Oh, look, I think the home runs is going to be easier for him to achieve, even though his power numbers are down. He needs 13 for 500. He needs 134 to get to 3,000 hits. He's 37 years old. So I think that's something I really want to see. Will it make a big difference as far as the developmental aspects of this ball club? Hell no. But because they're still not going to be very good, that's something that I'm kind of looking forward to.
That's a side story. It keeps you entertained.
Yes. Now, on a greater level, I want to see a position player look good. A young player. I mean, I've heard all about the pitchers. I'm sure people will come up with their pitching guys that they want to see at least show promise. Give me Willie Castro. Give me somebody that I can sit there. Wow, even though they traded for him in the trade where they traded Leonis Martin, I believe, to Cleveland. Give me some young player on the roster this year that I could say, wow, this is going to be good in a couple of years.
Yeah.
That's all I want. Is
Well,
that too much to ask?
no, it's not. And I'll take it even one step further. I want to find one of those guys, because we talked about this. It would have been 2 months ago of, finding that hidden gem. Like, not just, because we know about Casey Mize, we know about all of these guys that have been, high draft picks. But we want to find that hidden gem that, everybody either discarded or just didn't see. And I think there's a guy on this roster that could be that guy. And it's probably obvious because he's been in the headlines.
Yes.
But that's Akil Baddoo.
Yes.
I'm really excited about him. I'm going to be following him on a daily basis just to see. He's 22 years old. He comes over in that Rule 5 draft. And he's on the roster. AJ has talked about he's not here just to be on the roster. He's not just taking up a roster spot. I want to see him and what he does going from spring training into the regular season and facing major league pitching on a day in, day out basis. And like it's other things like Miggy, it's Baddoo, it's position battles, and I want to see this pitching staff. I want to see it gel, and that goes from your starters. Obviously, eyeballs are going to be on Mize and Skubal. You're going to have a whole lot of eyes on the bullpen. Obviously, since Fulmer is there, who's going to be the closer? I want to see that there's somebody that can get us to the fifth inning. We can get a long reliever in there, and then we can get a closer, and we can close out a game with good pitching.
248-539-9797. That is the ticket text, the telephone number. What do you want to see from the Tigers this year? I mean, we're not going to sit here and be homers. Oh, we're the Tiger flagship station. They're going to be really good this year. No, they're not. They're not going to be very good. Okay, and I know it's opening day. You probably shouldn't say that, but there are some signs that that make baseball worth watching, and we just wanted to know what those signs are for you, or what you hope they are.
Well, you got to be realistic. Like you mentioned, we're not going to sit here and say, oh, this is a team that's going to be competing for a pennant spot. No, but we're also not sitting here going, yeah, I think they're going to lose 114 games. They're going to lose 115 games. I think this is a better team than we would have seen back in 2019. There's things to look and say there's promise.
Yeah.
I just have concerns. How the heck is this team going to score runs
Right.
consistently? That's why I know people are like in the betting world, people are like, oh, take the over with win totals. Over a course of 162 games, man. I don't know how they're going to score.
No,
To me, it has more of the makings of a 59-63 win team.
They're
where-
going to try to manufacture runs, and that
I'm
doesn't
sorry,
work.
but I'm enough with the free pass and the young guys. I was listening to Pat over the weekend, and he's talking about Casey Mize, and it's getting to a point. He turns 24 on May 1st, 1 month from today. There's so many young pitchers in this league, way younger than him, that come in and you see it, and we haven't seen it yet. And I've always said this is the guy that ultimately may doom Al Avila, because if he's an ace, then all of a sudden you have the makings of the foundation of a winning team. And I need to see it this year. We need to see flashes. Maybe he's not 17-7. I'm not asking for that, but I need to see flashes that he can be a dominant ace.
Have an ERA that's under 3.8.
Yes.
In today's big game, which would be pretty good for a young pitcher. Right?
Yeah. And like, Gov, like you're talking about, just have some flashes, but be able to string some of those flashes together.
Yes.
So you get back-to-back good starts. You don't it's not just an absolute roller coaster where you have, 12 strikeouts in one game and then the next one you've got 12 walks.
I mean, this guy is not, he's supposed to be the guy that, did you see that last night? Isn't he?
Yes.
He's supposed to.
Yeah.
Now, maybe Scooble turns into that guy, and you flip the script on those. Well, okay, you never thought this guy was going to be any good when you drafted him, when they drafted him. But that doesn't, give Avila a free pass on Casey Mize, and maybe it's development.
Let me
maybe
ask
it's
you.
developmental. You look at who they're playing. They're pitching against today. Shane Bieber, okay, Cy Young Award winner. He's 35 years old, okay, 4th round pick, and he's a Cy Young Award winner. I mean, that's what you want. That's what you hope Casey Mize can be.
Well, yeah, you want him to win a Cy Young or something eventually, but my expectation is consistent dominance. And that's what they drafted. This is what we've been sold. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my personal belief, I'll ask you guys this. I personally believe more in Scooble than I do Mize.
So do I. First of all, he's a lefty, which sounds stupid, but it's true. Lefty. If you have a really good lefty, kind of a weird way.
I feel like we're in a little bit of a Justin Thompson world all over again.
Oh,
I believe this is a double rebuild. And that's just my personal belief. Maybe we'll see different. Maybe Hinch changes things, but
I think that's the wild card is A.J. Hinch in coming in with a different mindset, a track record of proof that he can develop young talent, the mindset of being aggressive on the base path, being aggressive from the mound, not sitting around and waiting for something to happen, trying to make things happen. I think A.J. Hinch is the guy that is the it factor that gets this going in the right direction and continues it going in the right direction.
You mentioned the Mize thing, and I agree with you. But baseball, water finds its level. You always have, all the cliches you want to use. But the Tigers, some of it's injury related. But if 4 pitchers, the top of my head, first round draft picks recently, you had Burrows, Manning, Faedo, and Mize. Okay, now Faedo's out for this year. Okay, because he's hurt. Burrows looks like he's made a few appearances. He's not going to do anything. So you have Mize and Manning. So of those 4, and I'm not even throwing Scooble into the mix. You gotta have 2 turn out, right? Does it make a difference which 2 they are? And right now it looks like your only choices are Mize and Manning because Faedo's
My
hurt and
apologies.
Burrows
I
looks like
couldn't
he's
hear
going
what you said.
the bus.
rough grass.
Yeah, but they didn't draft him.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, he was supposed to be a key
Yeah.
part of that trade.
Well, I know that's not fair. Honestly, I don't think that's so. This is,
But at some point, I mean, we are talking about a general manager, and I like Al. I love his transparency, and I actually want him. I want him to succeed. I like him, but at some point here,
I know. Well,
Where's-
that's where you need some position players, and we can't sit there. Let's keep Al around until Riley Green and Spencer Torkelson get.
We should see a unicorn appearing.
Yeah.
And out of these assets, young assets, and we don't see one yet, and it's starting to get a little frustrating. I'm impatient. Yeah, it is just a little still, because you understand the totality of what's going on here, and you look at the Sports Illustrated article a couple years ago that this was going to be really about 2024. That's some humble pie. I don't have a problem if it's 2024 if it works. My problem is this 2000?
Pretty close. We'll find out. All right, our telephone number is 248-539-9797. Dan Dickerson will join us at 7:02. Don't forget the 2 Grand Slam coming up at 7:25. Hey, if you like podcasts, the great folks at Pineapple Street Studios just launched a new 8-part series podcast called My Fugitive. The host is Nina Gilden-Seavey. Her father was a civil rights attorney, represented Howard Mechanic, was a St. Louis College student, vanished after a riot, left an Air Force building, burned to the ground. She takes us through dark family secrets to the Martin Luther King assassination conspiracies. Great podcast, especially if you like true crime stories such as Embedded, Throughline, Revisionist History, or Slow Burn. New episodes are available every week wherever you get your podcasts. But why wait? Binge all episodes now exclusively on the new Odyssey app. Odyssey is your audio home for all the podcasts, music, news, and sports that matters to you. That's AUDACY 97.1.
Hey you guys, it's Heather Park. Now, if you're a sports betting fan, you've got to go check out my friends at BetRivers Sportsbook. They've got your college game days covered with tons of promotions and even some mystery offers. We're talking buzzer beater insurance, profit boost, parlay insurance, and many more specials every single day of the tournament. All you need to do is log on to your BetRivers account on any remaining tournament game day to see what Mystery Madness special is waiting for you. Now remember, when you bet with BetRivers Sportsbook, you're betting with this award-winning platform that puts fans first. And that's why they've created something called Rush Pay. So with Rush Pay, 80% of withdrawal requests are approved instantly. Why wait, right? Get your cash when you want it. So go sign up today at BetRivers.com and stay in the game with these great college basketball offers. Visit BetRivers.com for full terms and conditions. Must be 21, playable in Michigan. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117.
97.1.